All right, you're welcome back. So we are going to handle objections today. So, like I told you, that one of the your task is to handle objections. Okay, because if you're telling people about the services we are rendering, you're going to expect them. You don't just expect them to accept it without questions or without, uh, telling them what they feel, or telling you what they feel about it or the experience about the service. Because sometimes the people you are talking to might have some other people might have talked to them about the same service, or they might have employed one or two persons to work for them, and probably they didn't get good returns or feedback from them. Okay, so they will have lots of objections. I'm not going to talk about all the objections they are going to raise. Okay, but just few ones we're going to look at here will give you an idea of how to actually handle any other objections that are likely going to come up with. Okay, before you visit any business owner in Nigeria, just bear this in mind that many of them are not really informed, very much informed about digital marketing, very much informed about marketing their products and services online. Many of them are not informed. They don't even know the value. Okay, they don't really know that they can actually increase their income, their profit. Okay, through this method. They don't know it because they have not been doing it. They have not tried it. Some of them they've not tried it. Those that have tried it, they tried it in a very small way, like they just did it by themselves, posting on social media and hoping to get massive feedback, not knowing that it doesn't work that way. So somebody will post one or two or three times on social media and it's not working, and they say, this is not working, and they just left. Or they spend small money to run Facebook ad. Maybe they spend just more money to run Facebook ad, and they didn't get good feedback, and I think it's not working. Not knowing that this is not how to build business. If you want to build great business, you have to think like big companies, and that's how big companies build it. No big company that doesn't have all this social media marketing system. They all of them they have it, because that is how they scale their businesses faster like never before. Okay, because if you have strong customer base, then you can easily sell whatever product you have quickly, easily. Okay. So, but just know that they don't have all this information. Many of them they don't have it. At least they don't have it in this detail. Okay, bear that in mind while visiting anybody you want to visit. It will, it will help you to prepare your mind to whatever question that they are going to throw to you. Okay, so one objection that I'd like you going to throw to you is some might say that social media marketing is like a waste of money. Oh, I don't really have money for that. Something like that. Some might tell it's a waste of money, that they just wasted money before on it. That somebody say that he can do it for them, and just a month or two, just wasted the money. That he has tried it and it's not working. Something like that. So some people might say this. So when they tell you this, number one, you have to tell them that a lot of companies that are successful today, that they know, all of them are doing it. If it is not working, they will not do it. Okay, all of them are doing it, and that was how they grow their business, and they are still growing their business. And another thing is that if they fail to take it serious, that their competitors who are already doing it can gradually steal their customers, because by email marketing, they at a point they will get their customer contact. Okay, and start marketing to that customer, and at a point the customer will start going to them instead of going to you. Do you understand? Because they have a system of stealing the heart of the customer. So if you are not doing it and your competitors are doing it, then gradually your competitors will rise above you. Okay, and in a market it's a competition. Okay, that's one. Then the reason why it has not worked for them might be because probably they didn't invest well on it. They were just adding small money, hoping to get quick feedback. That it doesn't work that way. They have to call it a serious business, just like someone advertising on TV or building billboard, because some of these big businesses they have billboards, and some of them spend millions to build these billboards or to advertise on TV and radio, or pay content creators like people that make the what do you call it? Some of them are even they pay even people that create songs for them for their products, and they pay good money for that. Okay, and they are now neglecting something that can even fetch them much more than all these things, because social media marketing can fetch them much more money than even the television ad and even the billboard. You understand me? Social media marketing can fetch them much more if they have websites and they have social media active. They're social media active, and they're running good Facebook ads, spending that same money they're supposed to spend on. They're spending on other advertising platforms. They take it serious and spend good money. They will get wonderful feedback. So that they might not have gotten good result because they have not taken it very seriously. And the danger there is that if you're not taking it serious, and if your competitors at a point start taking it serious, gradually they will steal your customers. That's how it works. Okay? And that is one. If you do this, if you explain this properly to them, they'll begin to look at it that it seems you are telling the truth. And you are actually telling the truth because you are marketing on social media. Their competitors are marketing on social media. And their clients or their customers are also on social media. If the client come across maybe somebody that is buying, let's say you are selling, let's say, building materials, and someone that's supposed to be your customer sees another person selling building materials online and click on it, okay, and the person captures his contact and starts sending him messages all the time, okay, and maybe entertaining videos and all about the product. Gradually that person will go to that customer and leave you. Do you understand? So gradually you begin to lose your customers to the person. So that's one of the reasons you should take this thing serious. Otherwise, gradually you begin to lose customers you have. Or even if you retain the ones you have, you will not grow faster. Having newer customers will be challenging for you. And that's why so many businesses in Nigeria are not progressing as fast as they're supposed to. Okay? Then another thing you might also tell them is that if they take this thing serious, imagine them not advertising on social media right now, and they are surviving in the business. Imagine when they start taking it serious. Imagine the number of customers they are going to have, because our concentration here is building customer base. Okay, when you build a good customer base, as you have more and more number of potential customers, then selling your product will be easier and faster, and those customers can be your customers for life. Any kind of product you want to sell, you sell it to them. Imagine when you have like 10,000, 20,000 or more customer base, 50,000 customer base, 100,000 customer base. When you send them email, if only 2% of them purchases the product, let's say if you have like 100,000 customer base, 2% of 100,000, you know how many it is. Okay, if they buy your product, you are good. Okay, you are very good, and that is the essence of all this. Okay, so this is one of the objections. Another objection they might raise is they might say something like, "I tried it before, but it did not work." Okay, I think I've answered this with along with the first objection. Okay, when they say something like this, say you probably did not try it well. You probably didn't do it well. Okay, maybe you might need to ask them questions. How did they do it? Okay, who did they employ? What did they do? Okay, this will help you know where they gotten it wrong. Then you begin to educate them. Okay, educate them that this is how it's supposed to be done. This is how it's supposed to be done. You're supposed to have a website, number one. Then you're supposed to have email marketing platform, number two. You're supposed to spend so good money to run social media advertisements. You're supposed to pay somebody to do it for you because you're not an expert in it. Okay, and at least you devote like a year to know the returns you're going to get. Don't be quick as after 1 month you think it's not working. No, give it like a year to see the feedbacks you are going to get. Okay, budget good money for it and push it, and you're going to see that at the end of 1 year check your profit. If you did not make at least 5 times the profit you normally make in a year, then you know that this is not social media. Because if you actually devote enough money for one good year as a business person and push this, you can make even up to 10 times the profit you're going to make. And you see that this is work. If you explain it properly to the person will say, okay, let me give it a try. Because he's a business person and he has taken much more risk than the one you're talking about. Those that are importers, you know the kind of risk they take, you know the money they spend, a lot of money. So such money is nothing to them, but they only need conviction. It's nothing to them. Once they're convinced, they will try it. They already know that business is a risk. They will try it out. Okay, so you just need to explain to them properly, educate them. Once they see that you can actually, that this thing you are saying, that you actually educated them and it's reasonable, what you're saying is reasonable, they will try it. Okay, and then maybe why talking, another objection they may raise is why talking about maybe your customer contact, that we are going to build customer base for them, customer list for them. They might come up with, they might tell you, I already have my customers contact in my phone. Some of them, all of them, they have their customer contact in their phone. Okay, then what you're going to tell them is that the reason you have your customer contacts or your customers contact in your phone is because your customers are limited. Okay, and your phone can just hold limited number of contacts. Imagine when you have like up to 100,000 customers. So you see that you really need a platform to build that customer contact. Okay, and even when you have your customer contact in your phone, you don't have a system to be sending them automated messages. Okay, you can set up a message. We can set up a message and be sending to them to refresh their memory about the product. Okay, so it's not all about having customer contact. If you have customer contact, are you now going to be calling? If you have up to 100,000, up to 10,000 customers, are you going to be calling all of them on phone all the time? It's difficult. It's almost impossible. But you can easily send just one message to reach all of them at an instant. It will reach them on WhatsApp. It will reach them on email. You understand? That way, many of your customers will know about you and buy your product. Okay, whenever they need it. Okay, so if you explain that properly, so they will now know that it is not just about the few customers they have in their contact, that they need much more, and there are systems that will help them build it so that they will grow their business faster. Okay, they won't continue to be small businesses. They'll grow to have branches. Okay, have thousands, if not millions of customers, and they can easily reach the customers at an instant through email marketing. Okay, so that is it. Then some of them might say that it's a bit complex. That's what you're explaining, that they don't understand it. Okay, that it's a bit complex. Then what you tell them is this, that they don't really need to understand everything in detail. That they just have to understand the fact that these systems that you're explaining will help them get more customers and make more sales. That every complexity is going to be handled by us. Okay, their job is to pay us. We handle all the complexity for them. Okay, then they will now see the results. In maybe they give it like 1 year to see how massive the result is going to be for them, and that is it. So they don't have to bother about complexities. We are experts in it. We are going to handle all the complexities for them. Okay, and that solves it. So I think with these few objections I've just raised here, there are more objections, but I think with these few ones, it will give you an insight into how to handle any objection. Okay, and again, probably if you want to set out for this marketing and maybe an objection comes to your mind, maybe a possible objection the customer is likely going to raise comes to your mind and you don't have an answer, just give us a call, okay, or chat us on WhatsApp. We guide you on what to say. Okay, and again, if the customer asks you a question that you're not informed about, you don't know what to answer, tell the customer that you need to call the office, that you don't have information, because they know that you are a marketer. It's not like you are the owner of the business. You understand? They already know you're a marketer. So you don't, as a marketer, you might not have full information about the business. They tell them, okay, that you need to call your boss to get the information. And okay, then you give us a call, we guide you on what to say, then you give them answers. So this way, everything will be good. So thank you so much. This is all about how to handle objections. Always bear in mind that objection will come, and how you handle objection will determine your success in this journey. Thank you so much.